You hear the silence, guys? It's the difference in a couple hours. An hour ago when I did the first video, everybody was still up. Now it's an hour later. It's quiet. Thanks for being here. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for the 18th of August. Day by day, by the way. Here we go. Who knows what we're into. Probably pretty much what we were into yesterday. Sorry about that. Tongue-tied there little bit. GAC, of course. Gotta make sure we sign up for that, because stuff. I want to let you know something. So I made a mistake. Not in this, but in what I was doing last night. I took some magnesium last night, and this bottle says that you can take daily as a supplement. Take 2 to 5 per day. I took 2 last night before I went to bed. You pretty much kicked my butt all day. I was like, just in that state where you're like, you're half asleep, and that's, honestly, it was rough. It was just a rough day. Because I was like, asleep most of the day. I was like, where's my energy? And then I'm like, wait a minute, I took 2 of these. And it says, you're supposed to take 2 of these because it can help improve sleep, stress, and, I don't know, mood. But I'm here to tell you, it just kicked my butt. Be right back. So, same thing we do every day, which is these 3 characters right here. Let's see. Comes of it. I thought we were closer on a couple pieces than we are. I was like, what? That is not a good number. Then I'm like, oh, we didn't do the whole thing that we normally do, where we do all this stuff, and then we pull for 36, and we're going to get a total of, not great. Not great. 6 is not what you want to see. So I saw some comments. People said, hey, Leia's a great first GL. I don't know about these abilities, about these Zetas, because we have this journey, and I don't know which Zetas are important. We already have, we see that I have the one for Chirpa, Wicked, and Nisa, wherever she is. And then, of course, I have all the ones for CLS, all the ones for Chupio. Got the one good one, I guess, for Rex. And then I know there's not one, obviously, on Lobot. But it's like, in terms of journeying, it's like, the Akbar I'm not guessing, but I don't know about the one for Lando. I don't know about the one for Captain Han. I know that we'll need that for when we go to get Wampa. Or did I buy Wampa on this? No, not for Wampa. Sorry, for Jedi Knight Luke. We will need it for that. I thought I had the one here on Nisa, but I guess not. And then, of course, so I guess my question is, which ones do we need? I don't know if we need the one for Lando. I'm guessing we don't need the ones for Akbar. But I don't know about Captain Han or R2-D2, Drogon, Scout Trooper, Boosh. I don't know. Of course, we know we need Boosh for Jabba whenever, but in terms of Zetas, I just, I just don't want to waste Zetas. And I know that sounds weird coming from me because I'm sure a lot of you, oh, bro, all you do is waste Zetas. Yeah. But I'm talking about practically what do you need for in order to open it? Because obviously I've never done her before, and so it's like, obviously there's a double dip here with Boosh because she's got, because she's got because she's just not, this one calls Heart Cartel, so I'm guessing you need this for one for Java, but you probably, and then, I'm just curious. I'm just trying to figure things out. I don't want to go into this blind, trying to, not knowing, what I may or may not need. And apparently Boosh, the only one Boosh has is this one for Hunt Cartel. I mean, this is this is a raid. So we obviously don't need this because the raid is not happening anymore. So do I need Fearless? I'm guessing not because it's Hunt Cartel. And we don't have any Hunt Cartel. So I'm guessing we won't need the Zeta there for her, but and I know, and Scouties is Remnant, but so I'm guessing we don't need that. But what about this one? Because this is Remnant too, so maybe we don't need Zetas at all. But then we get down here to Drogon, and Drogon's on her team, right? Yeah, this one's obviously for Leia, but it's for the team. I don't know about the event. Do we need it for the event? But I'm guessing this one is just obviously the second in command because it's a Drogon specific one that gives him that he gains keen stratagem. So I'm guessing the answer to that is yes, but I don't. Of course, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. But yeah, if you know, and of course I have all, I have the ones for CLS, I have the one for Luke, I have the one for Sharpa Wicket, I have the good one for Rex, so not Master Marksman. Lobot doesn't have one. We talked about one for Boosh. We talked about Scout Trooper. We talked about Drogon. Do I need combat analysis and number crunch? I'm guessing yes on both, but I don't know. Know that she ends up being on her team, and then we have Rolo, and then Yebnub, probably. And then what about Captain Han here? We'll go ahead and put his Omegazord. And then this is probably yes, just I don't know, but I don't know because I've never used Captain Hunt, and then that leaves us with Akbar, and he doesn't have one. It always goes Omicron for 3s for GAC, which I've heard is pretty terrible. I do have it on one version of him. I'm just not sure which. And then we'll go ahead and slap this on because so we know that Lando doesn't even have a Zeta. So, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure things out for the raid. Hey, which Zetas do I need? Do I need Zetas? All the stuff. And of course we'll mod, but we're still building up mod materials as always. And that's a little, whatever. Human Fifth, GC. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess I kind of what I could kind of do. Let's take a look. Because we're at the point where we kind of need to start looking at, hey, can we start marking people? Can we start getting people off of the screen? And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at getting, seeing how far we can go into getting materials together for preparing to take people up for Leia. So we're going to come in here, I'm going to grab as much material to slice and see how many carbide circuit boards we can get together right now. And just, sort of start to come up with some idea of what we're going to need, how much we're going to need, of what. Because I did take R2 to Relic 7, Relic 8, so that was pretty much trained us on everything. We did that, I don't know, 10 days ago, maybe a little bit longer ago, I don't know. But it's somewhere around there. But obviously, if you're what we want to do, and this isn't, I guess, still 100, so we're going to need probably a lot more. So that's what we're noticing right off the board. But the reason I did that is because I'm like, hey, Lobot's here. We need to see if we can dig in and if we can possibly, if at all. And that's a good thing that we get a lot of that, but we still need a lot more of these. But it looks like, possibly we're going to be able to get Lobot, and we'll have to see about modding him. And so we need these, and we're probably going to need these at some point, but we'll have to see where we are. And this is the similar problem to what we had going on with, whoever else. So we're going to slice to these, see where we are. It's not great. It's a little better. It's a little better. 50's not horrible. It could be better. Just like most everything else, I imagine. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody... I know I don't have a ton of stuff, but just give them whatever, so hopefully they can part with this little crappy stuff that I need. How many of these are we going to be able to make? So what we're starting to do, if you're even tangentially paying attention, is we're starting to look at and consider, hey, what are we going to need for the long haul to be able to succeed and get, or even consider getting to where we need to be. 27 is going to give us 90. That's not a ton, but obviously it's more than we had. And we are able to pump Lobot to Relic 3. So we get this whole, hey, you've got a character done for Leia. And it's like, hey, yeah. And so I'm guessing I need mods for Lobot. I don't know. I don't know how much of that you use him for, but we'll go and see what we need real quick. Could have probably predicted that he would need health speed, because it's, I don't know. I've not really been slicing too much for health speed on this account lately, but we'll see. Of course, we got health. We want, I don't know. I guess we don't necessarily need the best one, so we'll go with that one. Come over here and look for maybe a speed, because we need more speed, but of course that's not what we have an abundance of, which is, obviously it's alarming right off the bat to know that we don't have it available at all. So that's like super. Woo, 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 woo. What, I went health there? I thought that was speed. Gosh. We don't have any speed, so alright. But I know I'm just gonna have to. This is predictably product. Thankfully we do have a little. It's a $5. Can we get, just pop it to 10. Just pop it to 10, we'll be done. Come on. Come on. Not great, but potency for here, that's actually kind of curious. Of course I don't have any. Well, I do have one. No, I don't. I don't have one. Any chance it's roll speed? This is 7. Come on. Come on. Nope. 7's. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown it away, but it's like, if it would have got 10 or something, I would have been like, yeah. But this is not going to roll anything, is it? Nope. And this is what happens with my mods. Other people just roll it and they just get whatever they need. That's not. I wish that happened to me. It does not happen with me. 8, come on. Come on. I think it's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna just turn it down because it's not perfect. I mean, can't afford to do that right now. In my situation, plus I don't think Lobot is integral, and I just used too many. Yeah, I don't have enough. Well, no. So I can use health here. But only one more set. Then I gotta go at speed. I think. This is not helping. Because look at how. This is frustrating because I'm just going through all of my mod stuff right now. That's a 10. It's 10. Alright. Well, so we do need. Oh well. Yeah. I'm going to pull some speed mods over here. So what's going to be, mod wise, we're going to be sucking it for a while. Because mods are not something that slicing. You saw it. I don't have any luck when it comes to slicing mods. And it's just agonizing. Because I want to do better at slicing mod, but it just doesn't happen. Which is, just compounds the problem. And it's like, oh, perfect. But, we got Lilbot, we got him relicked up. Put some mods on him. I don't know. I'm a little worried about tomorrow because I have to go to the chiropractor again tomorrow. And then my wife wants to go to the theme park, water park, close to us. I'm not exactly thrilled about it. But I'm trying to make memories for my kids, so. And it's just like kind of the, I don't know if I like this. Right, what else do we need? Okay, this guy. And now if I resave, whatever, because we're at 20,000, so what this means we get to do is we get to come down here. I'm going to grab this stuff for modding people. So we're going to grab the error magnifiers. We're going to grab the impulse detectors. And then the Zinvittles, which we have a little bit more of, but we just don't want to be pressed by any of this. The electrum conductors too. Now we'll start looking through here for what we need for the guys. And so this, obviously, since we're capped, we just got rate rewards or 20,000. So we gotta look through here and be like, okay, what do we need for anybody who's got the gold on here? And that's who we have left. And that's Boosh, Durgan, Scout Trooper. So anything that doesn't have the gold on it, obviously we're not worried about. We're just going in here and grabbing whatever we can for that. For otherwise, good thing is we didn't use a whole lot. We used a little bit, and I think that's gonna end up being good for us. We'll have to check when we get done here to see if we ended up finishing any pieces, which no idea about. Just 4 seconds, guys. It's enough to drive just anybody up the wall. Yeah, grab those, of course. And then in here we should have, and in here, same thing. Whatever is available to us that we might need, gonna go and grab. I'm thinking for today we'll do the lower stuff. Because we could have afforded one more of these, but we'll have to see. Let's go over to the people real quick. No, it doesn't look like we got any parts complete. But what we will do is we will come in here and be like, okay, that part of a piece is done. And then this thing was already done, and this thing. Actually, I probably need 2 of these, so. That's 2, so we got more than enough for that. And then this is not done, okay. So, Scout Trooper. No bueno. Got one of these done, so that's something. And this one's done. And then over here we gonna need more of these guys. So that's important to know. And then Boosh. Is there anything we have done for Boosh? I mean, she's just gonna take forever. Yeah, we need like a ton of those. Guess that's good to know. We're not there yet. All right, so that's good. Helps makes us we feel better about stuff in general. I mean, generally speaking, not exactly, because it is super scary. But I think we're at least in kind of a better place than where we were. And I guess that's just got to be good enough for now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. It's gonna be a late night tonight, so could be doing a late night, early morning thing like we've been doing, where this gets posted in the morning, or I record it Thursday morning or Wednesday morning. So just be aware of that. But yeah, thanks so much. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. As always, hold the line. And remember that I have friends everywhere. Bye.